Hello and welcome. Today you're going to join me as we're going to learn some music for a wedding that I'm playing next week. Now I've just downloaded this onto my iPad. I've listened to the song already, I've had a playthrough, but I've actually got the sheet music today, and we're going to just have a first dive through together. So I'm going to play this really for the first time properly, following the sheet music. I'm going to play along to the tune. I'm going to stick it on Spotify now, have a play along, and then see what kind of arrangement I can make of this. And you can just sort of see the real life process of how a musician goes about learning songs ready for your big day. So the song is Lionheart by Joel Corry, and it goes a little something like this. Right. Now, tune's going quite low here. So I might have to look at that again on my next pass through. I might move that tune up an octave. We'll see. Might go a bit higher. Back to the beginning. So on. There's not actually that much to this song. The same few chords. So it's my job to make this interesting just on the piano on its own. Now this fades out as well, so I'm going to have to work out an ending. I'll probably do something like this. There we go, something like that. All right, so that was my first pass through. Just literally playing through along with the song. I'm going to have another go now. And then play through just to get more of a feel for it just on the piano on its own, just to have a listen, because I could arrange this in a number of different ways. I could make this nice and quiet, you know, if this was maybe this is for your signing the register. Something like that. I think actually though this is going to be for a little bit later on, so this can be a bit more up tempo. so I'm happy with that kind of idea. I'm happy with the sound of that. I'm going to come into just having a look at this verse one more time because it comes quite low in the tune. Now this might sound a bit funny on the piano. Let's give it a go. So I think what I'm going to do here is just sort of chill the vibe out a little bit and give it more like... So when I build it up, get back to the chorus, it gives it a little bit more life there. Something like that. Okay, so the final thing I've got to do, I'm happy now with that tune. I can read the music. I know the tune, I've played it before, so not too tricky there. What I need to do now is to go through this score and just mark it up with some of the repeats and things. So I use a program called ForScore. This is brilliant because I can just literally tap the screen left and right, change pages quickly. But what's great about this as well is there's a point in this song. Let's find it. Where's it gone? Here, DS Alcoder. For anyone that knows music, I've got to go and find a little sign to send me to go back to this sign. So let's have a little look. I'm going to add that in. Links. And I'm going to click over here. Find that little sign, which is there. So now, hopefully, when I press this little button, it takes me back to the sign. Now it's skipped back sort of 3 pages for me. There's one other thing I've got to do. I've got to add the coda in. Links. The coda is a special ending. I'm going to come over here, find the coda. Just check that that links as well. That does. That's great. And then I think that's everything. All right. So just one more time, I'm going to check these buttons work. That one goes to the coda. That's great. And then the DS coda goes back to the sign. Fantastic. So I've set up my music ready for the wedding next week. I'm happy with the vibe. I can read the music. And that's pretty much it. I might just have one more playthrough this closer to the day to make sure I'm super happy. But I've obviously got a lot of other tunes to play as well, so I'm going to get onto those right now. All right, hope you enjoyed that. A little bit different today. If you're new here, my name's Chris. I'm a wedding pianist, music professional. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It really helps to grow my channel. All right, take care and see you soon.